But the problem is, you know, I mean, oh God, I mean, oh, like, I'm just struggling. I'm just struggling with my poetry. And tequila ain't helping, bro. I don't know what to do.
So welcome to episode 29.
29. We did 28 last. No,
Yeah, 28 was the last one.
27 was the last one after.
No, it was 20.
Sports Part
and
2.
Actually, I think this one's going to be 28 because I think I'm going to release the other one after this one.
The golf one?
Yeah, but because that's going on this coming weekend.
Yeah, we got to do that first.
Yeah, so we're going to do this one first. So if you're watching this and you watch next week's, we actually recorded it last week and talked about some stuff that happened. You'll know it. You'll get what it means when you see it.
Dude, you're confusing people now, dude. Yeah, our stoner audience just went.
What? No, so so this time we're gonna talk to our buddies that are running the heavy metal golf tournament over there at World. I think it's
World Golf.
World Golf.
But it's the let's get the name right because that's not it.
Yeah, it is. The heavy metal golf tournament here.
No, that is not it, sir.
Yes, it is. That's what I've been posting it as on our page.
Oh my God.
That is what it is. Or Headbangers.
So
Maybe it's
Headbangers.
Headbangers.
The 9th annual
Headbangers Golf Classic.
Golf Classic. Exactly. Yes.
That was close. Headbangers Golf Classic.
Yeah,
So we'll be talking to Dave and Dub here in a little bit. But something I wanted to touch on, hopefully here. Okay, so as some of our viewers know, we lost another local legend in Colorado Springs. And at the end of this episode, I want to play a song of theirs. It was recorded back, I'm guessing it was either the late 80s or the very early 90s. It's when Matt Neilsen sang for a band called Havoc. So it's a really old recording, but I have it, and hopefully I'll have some pictures to put up with it. But it's a song. That's him. That was Matt singing that song. So, you know, figure a tribute for him. You know, I think he was 49 years old. He passed away. I know a lot of people that might watch this. They remember Matt, and just want to send our love to the family and everybody else that might be hurting over it. So
was he not well, or
I don't know. I've heard speculations on why he passed away.
no? We don't want to talk.
Yeah, I don't want to get into that stuff. Other than that, I don't know anything for sure. But I know he was young. I went to high school with him. He was a class or two ahead of me. But one of my best friends at the time, the drummer in my band in high school, his house is where everybody used to go to party, right? And his parents,
the BMX bikes were laid out on the lawn and shit because everybody was hanging out over there.
His parents knew we were all there. You know, they encouraged us to be there instead of anywhere else. Anyway, he had an older sister who dated this guy Matt. Is that his name, Matt? Gosh, I can't even remember now. Anyway, dated a drummer for this band called Joker's Wild way back in the 80s. And so she had all the older guys, you know, her class would all come over. So that's how I got to know Matt Neilsen, was because we'd all be at the same party all the time. So you know, looking up to him and people like Doug Anderson and Brian DeLay. These are all the bands from back in the late 80s in Colorado Springs. You know, all these guys I went to high school with them. So when I first started playing music, these are the guys I really looked up to, and really, you know, really more or less they kind of scared the shit out of me because they were these big dudes with this long fucking hair, and you know, they just like kind of freaked me out. But I used to love going to their shows and checking them out. So I thought I'd dig up this song and play the song. Stick around to the end of this. Make sure you check that out. Like I said, hopefully I'll have a couple pictures to put up. Pay our tribute to Mr. Matt Neilsen. Let's see. What else did I want to talk about?
I didn't know him as well as Brian did.
Yeah, I wasn't super close to him, but you know, like I said, I was always around. I was with the younger guys that would go check them out and watch them play. I mean, I've known them for years, but we just never were very close. Last time I saw him was at Todd Jones's funeral, actually, which was a few years back. So I think he was living in Texas when he passed. I think he was living with his mom in Texas. Excuse me. But again, I'm not sure what happened. I just got the call the other day, and but I figured we'd pay tribute to him.
How about you, Anthony, man? What's up with you, man? You got, other than the country gig, what's next for you musically?
Started a new career as a multi-career guy.
Again?
I quit the newspaper business except for Riff Rag.
Oh, shit.
And I'm working part-time at School of Rock teaching drums. It's only been like
how's that going?
7 or 8 lessons a week. The most. It's slow right now, but it's fun. I'm still a part-time custodian or janitor if you want to be a dick about it. And I'm mowing lawns at the golf course that we're having the tournament at 3 days, mowing greens and fairways 3 mornings a week at World Golf part-time.
That's awesome.
Living the dream, baby.
5 a.m. to 11. What else? I got a couple more jobs coming up, maybe. I like them all because I don't have to talk to people much at any of them.
Right.
And I can just save all my creativity for the music and stuff.
Yeah, you got that Beastie Boys tribute coming up, or did you guys just do that recently?
There's one coming up August 21st in Fort Collins, I think.
That's the one I'm talking about.
That's the only show you got coming up for any of your projects?
I think there's another we're playing with Texas Hippie Coalition in October. Planetary 27 is, but it's kind of slowed down now. It was all crazy busy when we were having all those shows and all that shit. Now I'm looking for like what's next.
Is it lack of gig availability? Do you think people are easing off on their booking because of,
Nah, it's just not getting on the ball booking more shows.
Oh yeah.
Or band guys being like, I'm gonna be gone, I'm gonna be gone, I'm gonna be gone. So I'm just not trying too hard.
Right. What about
Dave's
you, Dave?
always fucking playing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. Got a show this Friday, playing at Jack's out in Falcon. Matt will probably be able to hear it from his house. Don't know if he'll show up. He'll be able to hear it though. Yeah, and then Triggered's got a couple gigs. Most of the gigs are Goya gigs though.
Okay, so what's Triggered now?
It's another cover band. It's just different genres like Tool, Perfect Circle, classic rock,
Alt.
Zeppelin, stuff like that.
Oh, okay. No, you don't want to be pigeonholed.
We mix it up a little bit. A little bit of King's X, a little bit of Living
Just
Color.
different, basically different set lists.
Yeah, it's different Josh does Josh.
Right.
This guy does more of the chest voice, not so high. Not as high, I should say.
Not as high as I'm so high.
Not as high as Josh.
So we have Anthony and Dave with us, the guys that run the Headbangers Classic golf tourney. We've been talking a lot about the tournament for the past, I don't know, month or so.
Yeah.
Here. This is the 9th, right?
Yep.
And
9th annual.
10th?
I
Pretty
think,
good.
I think, is this the 9th or the 10th?
9th.
Oh, man, I
9th.
could have.
There's
I'm
a
going to
debate.
see now.
Are we going to debate?
I could have sworn it was the 10th. I was looking at past orders for trophies, and I thought it was the 10th. But
I
when
got the
it-
first
okay.
year one right here that says 2013.
Whoa.
Oh. There's the
Blurry.
proof.
There it is.
The girls
is
soccer
that?
trophy.
Yeah, we picked up random, or he got random trophies at like. Where'd you get that shit?
I spent like a whole $15 to buy all the trophies from a thrift store and just put labels on them for the first year.
That's pretty good
Nice.
thinking. I didn't think of it. Let me hold on one sec.
But that means
Talks
do
amongst yourselves.
you have one too or what? He's got one, doesn't he?
but that meant like the team trophies were a bunch of random girls soccer trophies. I think the ultimate winner had one that just had like a number 1 on it.
Nice.
And then there was a women's bowling trophy that went to somebody for something.
Classic. Classic. So it just started out as what, bunch of your friends getting together and playing golf on weekends. And
Well, Brian was part of it. There was a good sized group of musicians that we just all started going golfing all the
I
time.
can't even hold all these, man. It's ridiculous.
You son of a bitch.
We got
I forgot the weird, scary bobblehead guys.
2014.
dang.
Are
Well,
those
those
all-
trophies are all epic, dude.
2017.
Nice.
Holy crap.
I was on that same 2017 team with them.
Nice.
2 in a row, 2018.
Nice.
We got the camera pulling the autofocus. on
I got
us.
my 2016 around here somewhere. I'm not sure
Dang.
exactly where it is. Fucking that's like my favorite trophy I have, man.
Nice.
That thing's tight.
We got a different design this year. Figured to just change it up, make it kind of cool. Went with a classic trophy. It'll be a surprise. I don't want to reveal it right now.
Right.
It'll be a surprise. And then the shittiest trophy is always kind of tongue in cheek, something funny. Keeping in tradition with that too this year.
It kind of just stemmed from us all playing together as musicians. Brian was part of the crew we were all golfing with. I remember Isaac from Anodize was in
Right.
it. And he was the one that showed me that, or introduced me to Dave, because we knew each other just as acquaintances in the music scene.
Mhm.
And then he invited me to go golf with him. I feel like it was like Brian, Dave, me, and Todd Morrison, Grindscape. And I remember just thinking, God damn, I always thought Dave was a cool guy, but he is a competitive motherfucker, man. The whole time he was watching the score.
Hey,
Todd nailed a hole in
Yeah.
one just recently, the other day or something
yeah,
like that.
dude.
Yeah.
Hole
Just
number
yesterday.
6.
Yesterday.
Fuck.
I just was talking to Todd a couple days ago, and he's like, I'm sucking. I've only played like twice this year. And then I see this thing, hole in one. He said it to both me and Dave on our phones.
He said
Son of a
it to
bitch.
me too. He said it to me too. I'm like, this guy's got to watch out, man.
Oh yeah. He's
That's
peaking
fucking
at the
awesome.
right time, right?
Right.
I remember that first time I played with Dave and those dudes. I think me and Dave battled to like 106 to 104 finish. But then we just kept golfing, and then like all slowly but surely other dudes dropped out and had lost interest or something. So then it was just us all the time.
Yeah.
And we got crazy. We were fucking addicted, man. Like I had a newspaper job in Manitou, and I would like get this text about 2 or 3 o'clock golf. I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go. And that happened like 3 times a week on average back then.
We played 36 holes in a day, right?
Yeah.
Probably
Multiple
more than
times.
that, Yeah.
Yeah. When
2 rounds.
I first started
Before
playing
rounds.
with Dave, I mean, Dave was never bad at golf, but it was weird. We played once or twice. This is back when I used to play with Craig all the time, because Craig and I would play constantly. And I remember playing with Dave, and then it was couple months or a summer had gone by, and I played with Dave again, and all of a sudden he's at like another fucking level of playing. What in the hell happened, man?
Get all
You know what I
juiced
mean?
up.
That
Shit.
happens all the
In
time.
the off
I'm at
season.
I go from another level of like I'm not gonna say I've hit my peak, but it's definitely been a valley after that.
Oh, it's funny to me. The funnest thing about golfing with Dave, to me, was always that he was always like the most level-headed dude out of anybody in the group. Craig was always pretty level-headed too, but like if I'd be one of those golfers. Usually I could be pretty level-headed, but if I let something get under my skin, it'd like ruin my fucking day. It was so terrible. It didn't matter what Dave did. He could have the worst shot in the world, and he'd be like, "Hey, whatever, let's just do it again." And he'd play right out of it, man. I always admired that so much, man.
That's the hardest thing with golf. But
I don't-
I will definitely admit to blowing up here and there for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. It's gotten
don't
under my
think-
skin more than once, definitely.
I don't think I've ever seen him throw a club. I think I've seen him like hammer the fuck out of a green or something. But
No, not a green.
Here's
like
your fucking
grass.
divot.
That's funny.
I've totally wanted to take a iron full swing to a green before, but I haven't.
Yeah, last time I played was at the
That's why I don't play. No, I don't know. It makes me too angry.
last time I played was at the 2016 tournament, and at the time, that's when I had started getting really bad back and shoulder problems, really bad, and I just stopped playing, kind of lost interest. Problems kept getting worse, and today's my birthday, and I was
Happy
thinking,
birthday.
I was thinking about it. I
Yeah.
was thinking about it today.
Oh, I forgot to remind you, Dave.
I was thinking about it today, and I was like, aside from carrying more weight right now, like my body hasn't felt better in years, man. And it's like I was looking at the golf course today, and I suddenly had that tickle again. I'm like, man, I think I need to get back out and swing and fucking. I don't know. I think
It's
it
a good thing. I mean, at the very least, it's a good walk.
Yeah,
It's a good weather. Probably got some good scenery,
yeah. Well, it's a little hot right now, but
and humid.
Yeah,
and you could
yeah.
probably score lower than your age is right now. At least you hope.
I wish. Fuck. Yeah. So let's see. So it's nighttime. What made you guys decide to start it as a tournament?
I think Dub was always talking about it. Like, we should do a tournament. We should do a tournament. And I think I drug my feet for quite a while before I was like, all right, yeah, let's do a tournament. And then it was just kind of throw it together, at World Golf. We figured it would be the easiest course probably to play at, since it's the executive, a bunch of par threes and stuff like that. Yeah, just kind of threw it together. You got those trophies. I had extra clubs. Like I gave away, I think was the first year a driver that I give away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or one of those crazy Hammer X drivers or something.
Yeah,
Did you have one of those?
Wow.
Yeah, we were giving away putters for closest to the pin, and a driver for longest drive for a couple of years until I got rid of the extra clubs. And then we just do a pool. Now we do a pool, so it's $1 buy-in for each one of those, and whoever gets that wins the pool, right? Yeah, and it just, once we got it going, everybody had a really great time, and it was awesome to hang out with friends and just have a fun day. So it just kept going.
Yeah.
I think the first year there was only maybe 20 players. I'm trying to remember who the first champion was, but I can't recall.
It's teams of 4, or was it how
Yeah.
you guys-
We got like a team championship and a individual championship, and then a shittiest score trophy every year too. The last few years it's been like a toilet with a golf ball in it.
Nice.
Yeah.
One
we
year-
got a green jacket too for the low individual.
Oh yeah,
score.
Phil from the 40 ounce Freedom Fighters designed a sweet little green jacket for the champion that gets straight around. Sometimes it's a fat guy in a little coat wearing it, but
It's still the
I hope to-
Masters jacket.
I hope to be that fat guy this year wearing that type motherfucker.
So has it grown pretty well each year?
It did. slowly but surely progressed. And then last year, ironically, during the pandemic, was the biggest year ever with 40 fucking
Wow.
golfers out there.
Nice.
Wow.
That's
We
awesome.
took a group picture, but then I decided not to post it on social media because I didn't want my mom to freak out that I was hanging out with a million people.
During the pandemic, but you
You
know
guys-
what? You guys were outside.
Do you guys
We
have a
weren't,
lot of
we weren't socially distanced in the picture though.
you guys have a lot of people signed up now?
Right now, it's looking like 28 for sure, maybe 32, maybe 36.
Yeah.
I just got a commitment from Casey today, so there's another team.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like
Uh,
most things, it's like last minute. You know, you
Right.
have X number of people, and then at the last minute, everybody starts.
And it's coming up this weekend, right?
This
Yeah,
Coming
Sunday.
weekend?
this Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah, we announced it like in June, and I started sweating this last few weeks because I had like 2 people pay, and I was like, "What the fuck, man?" And now, of course, it's becoming an avalanche of last minute. But it's musicians, man, for the most part.
Fuck yeah, man.
What's the cost on it?
$22. You get like free range balls, the round, and then this is way different because it's going to be an early morning thing. You'll get free little breakfast after the round. We'll probably be done by 10 a.m. It's a shotgun start at 7 a.m.
Wow.
because that was the only way we could arrange to get the course to ourselves and actually shotgun it. Last year we had to just go one team off the first tee at a time, and that was
Whoa.
Took
a long day,
forever.
man. And last year everybody decided to play golf all at once at World Golf because of the pandemic. So the lines, it was ridiculous, man. The wait
Yeah.
times were crazy.
Yeah.
So we wanted to end that. We only had one person object to the early morning. I won't say his name, Cliff.
It's funny.
And last
busy-
year was
he's
his
busy
first
packing
one.
He's
for
gonna play
Florida.
anyway.
Yeah.
He's packing. That's true.
Is he heading out?
Yeah.
Oh,
Come
yeah.
down your way.
We're looking to go down to Florida.
Mhm.
Anyway. Yeah, I remembered it where you would give away clubs and stuff for longest drive. So you're just doing all that stuff as pools, or are you having any kind of?
Yeah, I mean, maybe next year I'd like to bring back like the gag prizes, like a Warrior Club or a Hammer X Club or some goofy shit you see on an infomercial.
Right.
You know, the chipper that you can't miss with, or some stupid looking putter. I'd like to bring that kind of stuff back, but yeah, right now this year is just going to be pools.
Yeah. Well, I know.
Sadly, I'm sorry, go ahead, Brian.
No, go ahead.
Sadly, one year we had one of those gimmicky Hammer X drivers, and one of my friends brought his girlfriend who was a newbie to golf. And on the longest drive hole, you got to hit the fairway, and no fucking dude, including myself, could hit the fairway that day. So the girl who hit it like 50 feet under the fairway took home the goddamn prize, and then ended up breaking up with my friend shortly after that. So I was like, John, you got to get that goddamn Hammer X back.
We got to pass the torch.
That's fucking funny. So, you were saying you won a couple years in a row, Dave, your team?
Yeah, 2017, let me look at these trophies right here. 2017, 2018. Yeah. Yeah. Had a pretty solid team for the most part. Mike, the bass player in Goya, and myself play pretty solid usually. And then it's a float, generally a float for the fourth person. And the third person we got is Vic. He's the wild card. Sometimes he plays really good. He's a southpaw who dresses like Gilligan. He's like a 6'5" Gilligan out there, just scraping it all over and sometimes putting together, good scores.
And it looks
This
like he
year
uses
he's-
clubs from 1972.
Yeah, he had your wooden fairway woods and everything, like real woods.
Mhm.
But I think he actually still does carry those things. But he's got a newer driver and newer irons. But this year he had shoulder surgery for rotator cuffs. So we got Jess Bing's going to be filling in for him. And then it's a question on the 4 spot. I'll find out tomorrow. But
I
yeah,
was fortunate enough to be part of that 2017 team.
yeah.
There's the one time me and Dave actually teamed up. It was the only year of all these 9 years that we teamed up.
Right.
And that was your only first place?
The very first year I was part of the 40-ounce Freedom Fighter team, and we got the little girls soccer team trophies. See the shitty labels?
Nice.
Oh, that's funny.
Printed out and self-laminated labels.
They weren't even actually laminated. They're just fucking paper that was glued on the fucking plaques.
Oh, no.
Who's your team this year, Dub?
Well, my wife played in her first one last year. She's been golfing since last May, and she's progressed quite fucking fast. She's already beat me once this year.
Yeah.
Last year, she beat a good portion of the competition with her score. So it's her, myself, my friend John, his folks run the Andy's Meat Market.
Oh, nice.
He's the one who lost the goddamn Hemorrhoids to his mean ex-girlfriend. Idiot. And then I'm not sure about our fourth yet. It's up in the air because my little brother was going to play, but he's got some shoulder issues now too. So
Yeah.
I was going to have my son, but he doesn't quite have the temperament for it yet. He gets too pissed. He can hit the ball really great. He just can't stay patient with himself.
Yeah. Yeah, I was hoping to make it back this year and slide my way in, but it's not looking like that's going to happen this year. But maybe next year for sure. I'm definitely going to get out and play again. I'm excited.
Yeah, do it for the 10th, man.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, that would be cool.
It'll be a lot of fun. So you guys, obviously you're still taking people coming in, right?
All the way up until Thursday. We're trying to pay in advance so that everybody can just show up the day of and not have a hassle of paying and stuff.
Right.
That's how we did it last year, and it worked out really nice.
Okay. And where can they find you on Facebook to? And obviously I'll put the link in the description and all that, but
I think there's an event page. It's just like the
Yeah.
9th annual Supah Dave and Dub's Headbanger Classic, or they could just
Yeah, that's
message
right.
either of us.
Yep.
I think that's the link. I've been putting that link in every show for, like I said, for like the past 5 or 6 shows.
True that.
And talking it up. So
I've noticed this year we already have a couple newcomers, so we'll see. I get nervous because I don't want there to be any ringers. I like to feel being like half-ass shitty people.
yeah.
So I might have a
Level
chance.
playing field, right?
Yeah. So anybody out there that if you happen to be in Colorado Springs next coming weekend, it's August 9th, right? The day of
8th,
Sunday.
August 8th.
August 8th.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely hit up this tournament. It's a lot of fun.
Dave and Dub's Headbangers Classic.
It's awesome. It's so much fun.
One,
ninth
one,
annual.
one mulligan from the tee. Maximum score of double par. Play from the blue tees. I think that's about it.
No cheating, goddammit.
No cheating. You got to hole out hole out each hole.
Right.
You
Right.
just pick it up 10 feet away and say, unless it's double par, then yeah, pick it up wherever you're.
Yeah.
And that's best ball, right?
No, it's just
No.
everybody plays their own ball, and then they average out the
Ooh.
team score, and then you got that way we can have an individual and have a team score.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Here they got a giant leaderboard at World Golf. I don't know if they'll actually put our teams up on it. Some people have some pretty colorful team names.
Yeah,
That would be pretty hilarious to see.
Cock sniff, dick shit,
Right?
fuckheads, dickweed.
Oh, fucking
In
fun.
first place, and then if they had the PA out there and announced the winners on the PA, that'd be hilarious.
Up next on the tee box, it's Cock Sniff. Cock Sniff, you're up next.
No, I never actually thought it would go this long, and not to hit a sentimental moment on me, but it's always special because David and I's friendship blossomed from the game of golf.
Aw.
We were musical acquaintances and we knew each other in the scene, but we didn't really hang out at all until we started golfing. And now, it's like a weekly deal, multiple times a week, most of the time.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome.
And
Aw, look-
we've always
look at-
talked about how we should have a documentary crew following us because it's not just bro love on the golf course. It's hijinks and fucking mayhem. We have our own dictionary of terms for
Right.
fucked up shots or wanks or hard knocks. Like if you skull a ball, it's a hard knock fuck. If you hit a grounder, it's a roller pick fuck fest. We talk
Definitely.
shit about people, and then we have somebody's taking too long. We're like, come on, Billy, you son of a bitch. Or like when we used to go, Brian, you remember we played at Glen Eagle and there was some screaming kids, and we're like, shut the fuck up, Billy. We play at Valley High, there's fucking sirens all the time, nonstop.
Oh, that's good
Definitely
stuff.
entertaining, man.
It definitely makes me have a bout of Tourette's every time I play the game of golf. I never know what's going to come out after I hit a bad shot. Sometimes it's like, cocking a fucking a shit dick fuck ass cock. I was actually playing in golf league with my old boss. Dave was in the same golf league, and me and my boss got paired up with this woman and her husband. She was a little older, and I had been good the whole round, saying like, "Gosh darn it," and "Dang it," and "Fiddlesticks." But then one hole, I just lost my shit.
You
'cause
never
I
in your
fucked
life
up.
said fiddlesticks, man.
And I lost my shit on one hole, and I was just like, "Cock!" Sorry, Fran.
Right.
Oh, shit, man.
Son of a bitch.
Golf's a hell of a game.
All right. Hell of a
I mean,
good
It pretty much gave me my best friend, so I'm grateful for it.
Yeah.
one. Nice.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of fun. And you guys are great hosts for that tournament. I mean, you always, anytime I've played it twice, it's always a blast, man. Super good time. Plus all the
Ninth
people you have
annual.
there are always a lot of fun. And do you remember, I don't know, do you guys have food every year? Or have you had in the last few years?
Yeah, they always
Yeah,
provide
yeah.
food there. They've always hooked up some kind of spread,
'Cause I remember
hamburgers, brats.
in 2016, they had the lady that was like leaving or something. She was about to leave.
Oh,
the
yeah,
job,
yeah, yeah.
And she had
yeah.
that fucking badass spread, man. It was so good.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know. It made me think of that.
Yeah, I remember Casey won. He won like closest to the pin, or he won one of those pools, and he left it to her as a
Yeah.
tip because she did such a badass job.
Yeah,
Nice.
She was awesome.
How's
Anyway.
how's that for Asher? Asher's
Anyway, if you're in Colorado Springs, hit these guys up for the 9th annual Headbangers Classic. Again, it's a ton of fun. Even if you haven't played golf, man, get out there and go give it a try. It's all in fun.
But seriously,
but no, nobody's gonna bite your head off or anything. Everybody there is super cool, super nice,
seriously, don't be a duffer and shit.
If you're a ringer, stay the fuck away.
We're gonna know.
But,
We'll know right away.
Hey, one of your bandmates was one of the ringers one year, wasn't it? Greg won it one year,
Yeah,
didn't he?
from Lester's
Drummer
Girl.
Greg.
Yeah.
Did he?
He came in and like spanked everybody's ass.
Oh,
God
He could
damn
play
it.
some golf. Yeah, he could play.
yeah, he plays. He's a serious guy.
Who was the Van Halen bassist? He had like the best score ever in all of our tournaments. I think he had like a 31.
Yeah, James. I think his name is James something. Yeah, he
From
played
Bullethead?
in Bullethead. Yeah.
Yeah, so don't invite
him
those
and
guys.
Zenos had a team. It was like the only year Zenos played.
Wow.
Yeah, that had to be one of the first few.
Yeah.
Triton keeps saying he's going to play, but he is actually yet to actually make an appearance. Last year he like paid to play, but somebody else showed up in his place.
Yeah, he's saying yes this year. We'll see.
Really?
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Let's get pictures. Pixar didn't happen.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thank you guys for coming on.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you for having us, man.
Of
Appreciate
course.
it.
Hope it goes awesome.
It sounds awesome.
Definitely take a lot of pictures. I'd love to see it, man. See who all shows up, who all wins, all that good stuff.
Thank you so much again, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, man. And we'll talk to you guys again very soon.
All right, man.
All right, take it easy, fellas.
Wow.
So that was Dave and Dub. The guys running the thing. Super cool guys. Definitely make sure you get out there if you're in Colorado Springs, or if you're gonna make your way there. You like to golf and you want to go. definitely go and check it out. It's a lot of fun. Anyway, I'm going to play a song now. It's an old song, very old, late 80s, early 90s, from a band called Havoc. And Matt Neilsen, our buddy that just passed away, was singing for them at the time. This song is called The Wilding. So check it out. And again, hearts go out to anybody that's hurting from the loss. Anyway, we'll see you guys again next week. Have a good time. See you.
the mirror. I didn't recognize what I saw. She's probably still there. I wonder if she's alive. I left her bleeding in the gutter. Did she see me? I have to escape. But there's nowhere to run. Nowhere seems safe. I haven't got much time. And my hands! My hands!